guys, and welcome to another episode of our big adventure, The Long Way Up. We are in Kingoonya. Now I thought this was a ghost town. Gary led us to believe it's a ghost town, but doesn't quite look all that ghosty. There's a motel here, there's a caravan park over there, and that looks a little bit like a pub. So but there's a cool old truck here called Donald, and there's a few Brumbies sitting over there just by the side of the road. So yeah, just thought we'd pop in here and have a look before we head up to Coober Pedy. So yeah, we'll check out this truck. Have a bit of a look around. There's not much left. A few buildings. That one there is a bit derelict. That one there doesn't look like it's lived in, but yeah. There's a few things still here, and there's some horsies just over there, and excuse the wind because it is bloody windy. Yeah, alright, make sure you stay tuned for this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to become a member, join our memberships and you can see all the episodes of this big trip before everybody else. Alright guys, next stop should be get some fuel and then Coober Pedy. Alright, cheers. Alrighty, as you can see, we have made it to Coober Pedy. There are holes in the ground all over the place around here, and a little bit of a line up for the sign, so that's all good. We are here now. So, here it is in all its glory. It's actually on both sides, so this is the side as you come into town, and there's a whole lot of stickers all over this thing. Might even put one of mine up, and same on this side, there it is, and over here is an Opal City sign. So yeah, pretty cool, and it's 26 degrees, so it's nice and warm. So there we go, Opal City. Now we're not quite sure where we're camping yet, but I think Gary's got a place in mind, but yeah, alright, we'll let you know when we get there. Alrighty, we have found a camp. Now we were originally going to camp in the town itself. There's a free camp in there called the Old Timers Mine, but when we got there it was basically just a limestone car park, and it was full of caravans and camper trailers, so wouldn't have been very pleasant, and you weren't allowed to have a fire there. So we looked on Wiki Camps and we found one just out of town, about 12 k's off the William Creek Road, called Dry Creek Bed. So we're here, and there's no one else here so far, but I would imagine by the amount of cars pulling into Coober Pedy, could possibly be some neighbours here later on, not 100% sure. But all I know is camp is set up. It's reasonably warm. When I say reasonably warm, it's 26 degrees, which is reasonably warm for this time of year. Probably not for out here, but for me anyway, which, you know, means the usual one thing. Ginger beer time. So here's a cheers. Plan for tomorrow is to head into Coober Pedy, do some shopping, have a look around. Now we were going to stay in Coober Pedy for an extra night, but we basically decided, just having a quick look around as we were driving through, maybe not worth staying another night. So we'll go in there, we'll have a bit of a look tomorrow at the town, a few bits and pieces in the town, do some shopping, and then we're going to fuel up and hightail it to William Creek, where we're probably going to have a pub dinner for a change. So yeah, looking forward to that. So we'll just chill out here, have a few drinks, get the fire going, and yeah, probably see you guys in the morning because there's nothing exciting happening around here tonight. Alright guys, cheers.
Still reckon this is one of the better ways to cook. Like when you get into camp early enough, throw a fire on, cook over the fire.
see we have left camp. What an interesting night. We went to bed. It was windy when we got to camp, and then the wind died off while we lit the fire, cooked dinner, sat around, had a bit of a chat. Just as we were about to go to bed, the wind started to pick up a bit, which wasn't too bad. Went to bed. Anyhow, about 10:30 there must have been some pretty strong gusts come through, because the boys lost their gazebo and I nearly lost my awning, so we were madly scrambling to get things down. About 10:30 last night, got it all down. The gazebo might be repairable, we'll see tonight when we get to camp. But yeah, and then about 2:30 in the morning it started to rain, so we literally sat around camp this morning waiting for everything to dry out, and then we're on our way. So I guess winter's back with a bit of a vengeance, but hopefully it'll clear up today and we won't see any more rain for a few days. Need to check the long range weather forecast, because I knew for the first week what the weather was going to be like. There apparently was going to be no rain, but yeah, we'll have a look to see what the next week's got in store for us. Anyhow, the plan for today is to head into Coober Pedy, top up with supplies at the shop, buy a few bits and pieces, go around and have a look at some of the sites of Coober Pedy, and then we're going to head to William Creek. So probably about lunchtime, I guess we'll head out of Coober Pedy, unless there's not a lot to see. From what we saw yesterday, it didn't look overly exciting, but we just had a quick drive through, so we'll get in there and have a good look this morning and see what it's all about. There was an influx of cars coming in there yesterday afternoon, so obviously a popular spot, and we'll find out why this morning. Alright guys, we'll see you when we get to something that's worth looking at. Alrighty, so just a quick look around town while we're here. This is the Kingoonya Opal Mine and Museum, so check this out. Got a pretty cool little joint. There's a little garden through here. Looks like some kind of shed or something built into the rocks, but there's a bit of a walkway through here. Some desert peas by the looks of it. So yeah, pretty cool little walk through here. It's called a York hoist. Whatever a York hoist is, I guess it's a crane. There you go. George Burford's dugout. There you go. Someone obviously used to live there at one point in time. There we go. Now we're not actually going to go into the museum. It's just a mine and some old mopals, some old opals, I'm guessing. But yeah, we're just going to quickly have a look at a few of the attractions around town, and then we're going to nick off to William Creek.
So there we were beneath the burning sky. Both had a reason to live, but so much more to die. Will fate decide who has to go? We both know pain, but we deal it too. Who's dealt more? Well, I leave that up to you.
Alright guys, well that was Coober Pedy in a nutshell. Yeah, check that one off the list. Got the obligatory picture with the dump truck or whatever it is they call it. Stuck a sticker on the sign for everybody to see, and we are now on our way out. So we've resupplied at the IGA, a few bits and pieces. Gary's bought a new stove because his stove kind of caught fire at the first night at camp, so we've had to improvise up until now, so he's got himself a new stove. And yeah, that behind me is the William Creek Road, so we are now heading to William Creek. And it is a bit cool out here this morning. That wind is very chilly, and it's slowly starting to clear up, but yeah, it is quite cool. So anyhow, we just dropped some more air out of the tyres again, down to about 30 psi, and we're going to head up that road there to William Creek, and if there's anything along the way you'll be sure to see it, but I don't think there will be, but we'll see how we go. Alright guys, we'll see you when we see you.
I circle round but you double back every time I turned you up. There in fact, well, I guess I met my match. I drew fast but he drew first, had to make me bleed to quench his thirst. Oh well, now I know.
Alright, we have arrived at William Creek. That's the hotel pub behind me and the camping ground over to my left, airstrip just to my right. So plan here is we're going to camp in the campgrounds, use all the facilities, have a pub meal tonight for dinner, and relax for the afternoon, I guess. So my lunch is in the travel buddy, so I'm going to have that now, and then we're going to go and set up camp. Alright guys, well here we are at the William Creek caravan and camping area. Nice big camping area out the back, plus caravans, cabins, glamping tents, you name it, they've almost got it, and camp is all set up. Now the boys have bothered to try and fix their gazebo. It could be beyond repair, plus it is pretty windy. I have got mine pegged down with the everything tonight, so the poles are lashed with the guy ropes. I've got pegs in the ground all over the place, so hopefully that will not come undone and this wind might die down a little bit later. I've actually got a runway right next to me. Look at that. So I hope the Qantas jets don't fly in and out of here regularly, because otherwise I'll be up all night, but haven't seen one since we got here. So. Alright, I've done all the downloading for today. I'm going to go over and have myself a shower. I think the boys are over there using the shower and the laundry facilities now. Yeah, there's free water at the Roadhouse, and yeah, it's $18 a night or something, so not too bad at all. Alrighty, I'm going to head over and have a shower and make myself smell a little bit better, and yeah, then we might chill out for a little while before we head over to the pub, and we'll probably see you over there. Alright, cheers. Alright, time to head to the pub for dinner. Good old William Creek Hotel. Nice cold boil water. You want some of that?
I don't know how much that is. Yeah, that's it.
365, it's a little bit cheap.
365.
365, not bad.
Is it? $365.
That's it, yeah. There you go.
Place, eh? There's certainly some memorabilia in here. There's a bit of bull in the corner. What's the mushrooms? I was going to say your gravy looks really lumpy.
The mushrooms, you goose.
Oh, good morning guys. Here I am standing right bang smack in the middle of the Thanda-Lake track. Amazing place, William Creek pub just there behind me, and the camping ground caravan park on that side. So the bird life around here is absolutely amazing. It's made up for the last few days. There are koalas everywhere. So that way is south, that way is north. Getting camera, that way's north. We're going to be heading that way today. We're heading down to Lake Eyre south. We believe it's got water in it, and it doesn't often have a lot of water, and it could even be close to full. A lot of rain has from the north up the Queensland area has run down into the catchment, and I believe a lot of it is now sitting in Lake Eyre. So looking forward to seeing that, and then we're going to make our way up from there to Curtin Springs and then into Uluru. Hopefully following some of the Garn Railway, or the old Garn Railway, having a look at some of the historic things along the track through there. So yeah, looking forward to today. It should be good. We've got a day up our sleeves now, so we'll probably spend a day somewhere where we feel it's worth spending a day, because we were going to spend a day in Coober Pedy, but we decided not to. Yesterday the weather was pretty crap. It was a bit cold, windy, wet early in the morning, as I said earlier, and yeah, for the next week it looks like it's fine, but a wee bit chilly in the morning. 4 degrees out here this morning, so yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to go and knock up some breakfast, pack up camp, and then we're going to head that way. Alright, cheers. Alright guys, just climbed out of William Creek and we are on the Thanda-Lake track, but we're heading south. So we need to turn around once we've been down to Lake Eyre, and then we'll come back and have a look at what's going on around here, which at the moment, not a lot. There's not a lot out here. Once you get past the town or a floodway where there's trees, there is nothing. It is just barren land. It's an amazing sight to see. A few hills in the background over there, but yeah, apart from that, there's nothing. There isn't even, it's hardly a tree. So yeah, You reckon there's no trees on the Nullarbor? There's little to nothing out here as well. So yeah. All right, looking forward to see what today's got in store for us. We'll see you down the track. All right, cheers. Alrighty guys, we have made it as far south as we want to go, Lake Eyre, and here is the traditional name for it, I'm guessing. So yeah, this is Lake Eyre South. I'm guessing the sign on this side says the same thing. Yep, and that is the viewing point over there. The boys are already in there. A little bit of a challenge getting in, but yeah, alright, it's got water in there. It's not often you'll see this full, but that is got a lot of water. It's not, I wouldn't say it's full, but it's got a lot of water on it. So let's cruise on over there and take a closer look, eh? Kind of puts it into perspective, doesn't it? It is massive as far as you can see. There's water, so yeah, that is amazing. And here is the hut that gives you the history and the dynamics of the whole area, the Lake Eyre Basin. Basically this is where we came from here, William Creek, and we're down here, Lake Eyre South, and that's just the small section of it. So for this to have water in it, that has to be pretty full. So a few ruins on the way which we pass, which we're going to stop in on the way back. And a bit of history, Aboriginal history and the European history. And we will stop there, and we're probably going to camp there. So there you go. So here begins our journey of the Garn Railway. Alright guys, that is Lake Eyre done and dusted. What a spectacular area, eh? So much water. Just a lot of rain up in North Queensland, or Queensland itself, and fed down through the desert and into Lake Eyre. So amazing, and we seem to have picked up a few flies as we've left. So alright, on to the next point of interest. Alright guys, that is pretty much it for this episode. Make sure you tune into the next episode where we start to trace the old Garn Railway. Especially this old bridge, the second largest bridge along the line. We check out this weird looking spring called the Bubbler, and then we drop into Coward Springs, check out the spa bath there, before looking at some more of the old ruins, culminating in a camp near this other bridge along the railway line. The next day we checked out some more of the old sidings, some more of the old ruins, and ended up camping under the famous Algebukina Bridge, where there may or may not be a true story about how this vehicle got to this position. Okay, don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next episode. Cheers guys.